Conditional statements are one of the most essential features of Python. Here we've listed a couple of types: if, elif, and else. You hardly find any programming language without an if-else statement, usually accompanied by Boolean statements, which are either true or false. Now let's look at a real-life scenario. If there is no school tomorrow, if true, then do your chore, wash dishes. If there are no dishes to wash, then we move on to the elif statement, watch TV. If you have some time left, come to the family dinner at Benihana. Now, let's say there is school tomorrow, making the if statement false. This would be accompanied by a different set of commands, such as do your homework. Then we move on to the elif statement, do your chore, mop the floors, and then come to the family dinner at Benihana's.
So if you run a code and that statement is true, the computer will go through a different line of code. So if that statement is false, then it tells it to do this other thing instead.
Hey Adrian, welcome to the show.
Oh, thanks, absolutely. I'm glad to be here. Thank you for having me, Chanamsa.
He is a pink scholar, so in the CSC 306. He was learning Python this semester, so we're going to ask him a couple questions about Python.
Absolutely. Disclaimer, we're using the headphones for the microphone. That's why they're on my shoulder right now, so don't get any weird ideas. No weird ideas. This is why this is happening.
Okay. So our first question is, what do you think conditional statements are? After going through the whole Python class, what are conditional statements?
I didn't know anything about conditional statements before, but what I gained from this class is that in coding, a lot of times you want to say if something happens, if the user does something, then I want something to happen. And so just as literally you say it in English, you put it in the code, if this happens, colon, then underneath it, do this. And so it's a basically if-then statement. That's a conditional statement.
Right. So it's like a set of instructions, like either or kind of, and I guess
Exactly.
you would say.
Yeah.
So either you eat jam or
you don't eat jam. A lot of times, depending on what the user inputs, your program might have to do different things. It might have to do X for this input or Y for this input, and so it's a good way to allow your program to do different things based off of the input. Like a flow chart, it's like did you do this? Oh, and then it goes down. You did that. It's like that. So there's a coding project I did for our midterm,
right.
which was what did I do? What did we do? Rusio and I did it together. What was it called?
Here in the background.
What was it called?
We did
the snap game.
The snap game.
Took a second. We got it though. So we did a snap game, and basically what the game asked the user to do is two users, and they would have to press keys on their keyboard, and if they pressed the key at the right time, then they would score a point. If they didn't, it would deduct points. And so one of the things we had to do is say, if user presses Q, then check if they clicked it at the right time or not. And so it's a little more complicated than that, but basically it was if user presses this, then do a check. That's exactly what we did.
Or get a point.
Or get a point, exactly. It's definitely a lot of if statements, if-then statements.
So far you've heard it all from Adrian right here.
Absolutely.
What a conditional statement is. Hopefully
100%.
this video helps you, and thank you for watching.
Tell your friends. Tell them all. Thanks, bye.
Person, I'm like
trying to scroll in on a text message. Can I zoom on that?
Can I zoom?
It'll be edited. It's gonna look good. We're gonna look good.
And that's the end of our story.